It's been a while since I've done anything on my second channel, so I thought we'd get the VW Polo out today. This is the MJX 7304. Now, I've already reviewed this car over on my main channel, and it's one of my favourite new releases of the year, but something I'm seeing a lot of the time in the comments section on my own channel and on some other channels as well is people saying this thing is too slow, you know, it should be faster out the box. Now, if you didn't see the original video, here's a quick reminder how fast this goes out the box using a 4S pack. It's quick enough. It is quick enough for a 1/7 scale RC car. You really don't need to be doing crazy speed, especially considering this thing is built to go off-road, not so much speed runs on tarmac like I'm doing right now. Right, let's see how fast it goes. I'm glad the bumper doesn't scrape the ground like the other version does. Maybe they've made some more adjustments to this. So let's hit read. So 36 miles per hour. Now hear me out here, because yes, I know that doesn't appear to be very quick. Now look, I know that's not the fastest speed when it comes to RC cars, but this thing is a giant 1/7 scale RC car. MJX designed this thing to go off-road in the dirt and to do it well and to handle well, obviously thanks to the gyro as well. This thing was never designed to be an on-road rocket, and it does start to bother me a little bit when people say this thing should be doing 50, 60 miles per hour. Now look, if you want to go fast on-road, the way I see it is just buy a car purpose-built for that thing. This thing is a rally car built to go off-road in the dirt. Something myself and a lot of other creators out there have noticed lately is this speed obsession. People seem to have this speed obsession where they just want to go fast, and every RC car they're looking to buy has to do a certain speed. You know, I'm not buying it unless it does 50 miles per hour out the box on 3S. I just think it's a very unrealistic way of looking at stuff, and it's not the best way to base your buying decisions. Look, I didn't realise this video was going to turn into a bit of a rant, but here we are. The other thing I have to mention as well is pinion gears, because this thing could easily be geared up a little bit and it will get it into the 40s. Over on my main channel, I've just posted a video of the Team Corrali Cheroy, which I just fitted the bigger pinion gear, took it back out on 4S, gave it another run, and I said, you know, I think I found the sweet spot, 4S, 16-tooth pinion, which is the slightly larger one that they include in the box. I think that's the sweet spot on that truck, and being a 1/8 scale truck, getting it up into the 40s just felt like a really good point to be at. Getting this car up into the 40s would also be really easy. All you need to do is change a pinion gear. This is the other shocking thing that I've realised recently as well. Not many people know what a pinion gear is, what it does, how to change one, and how it can affect the speed of an RC car. Now look, I totally get that not everyone has the same level of knowledge as me, for example, or another channel, or just an RC hobbyist in general. People have different levels of knowledge when it comes to the RC hobby, and I totally appreciate that. But I do think getting into the RC hobby and learning everything there is to know is way easier now compared to 20 years ago, for example. I mean, we've got YouTube now. You can jump online and find out everything you need to know. And there's so many guides out there and information about pinion gears and what they do. Anyway, I've come out to give the VW a run today. And again, like I said, I didn't really want this to turn into a bit of a rant video, but I guess it has. I just think the information is out there. People need to look at what's available and try and see the bigger picture sometimes. You know, I keep seeing these comments, the car's too slow, I'm not buying one. Just gear it up a little bit. And if you don't know how, there's guides out there. A good friend of mine called Ben, he's got the 7303, the Citroen version of this. Obviously it's the same platform. This one's got a couple of body changes, or body mounting changes I should say, but everything else is pretty much identical. He managed to get 75 miles per hour out of one of these, which is just crazy speed if you ask me.
Or that front end tries to pick up. That's flat. Oh, it can't stop. Oh, I just stopped. The brakes are not as good. That's what they should be. Whoa, whoa. 75 mile an hour, and I think it's still got more in it.
You know, I'm still running it on the stock pinion 4S, and it's fun. You know, I don't need any more speed. I don't need any more power. This to me is fun because of the size of the car. Once you start getting into large scale, going slower is not always a bad thing. And it can actually be more enjoyable, as silly as that sounds. The second channel was set up to have conversations like this where we can kind of debate different things that are going on in the RC world. And every time I say stuff on the main channel, I seem to offend loads of people. Here on the second channel, it's slightly less filtered, if you will. Yeah, you don't need to be going 50, 60 miles per hour with something like this. This is a much better usable speed. And people are just basing their decisions on what the GPS meter's saying, which of course is 35, 36 miles per hour. No one is basing this thing, or no one is basing their decisions on the overall package, you know, the look, the handling. Yeah, I love this thing, I really do. And I think there are a lot of people being unfair to it. The rain's starting to come down, so we're probably going to have to end this video here. With all the mud and dirt on it now, it really does look like a proper rally car. So there we go. I just wanted to do a very quick video here on the second channel. Nothing crazy, just to talk about the whole speed debate once again. It's something I've noticed in the 5 years that I've been doing YouTube, that a lot of people base their opinions on top speed. There's way more to consider. I mean, you see how this performed today. Even out the box, on a 4S pack, it just feels like it's enough. I can't understand where the speed obsession comes from. I don't remember the speed obsession existing 20 years ago, for example. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on all of this in the comments section down below. I really like this car. I think this is one of the best releases we've seen from MJX. And of course, a lot of you know now I'm a VW fan, so I was always going to like this. There's going to be a 1/10 scale version of this coming soon, and also a 1/10 scale version of the Citroen. Yeah, they're definitely pushing as many of these things out as they can because they've got the licensing for the bodies. Rolalo's gone a bit quiet lately. I want to see some new stuff from them. Come on, Rolalo, what you doing? Give us that Evo that you promised. If I've offended anyone today, then yeah, I apologise. I'm always offending people when I speak the truth, but look, it is what it is. Catch you on the next one.